More common from like a black media. Full allowances are President John Romani Mahama, Abu Modern way through Honum, near Wadema, ministers, and Afenyo, so a year MPC, Omobeba, and my Gandamuno, and a year President John Romani Mahama, the Abu Hotel ministers, Bia, Wagana Hasi, MP Biano. And yes, will be a full allowances, say, a bank and more modern so better full among beam. It is an affairs na a MPC a war my Ghana ministers na Wamodi Wamoyan say, baby Mekubia any umutimi fa a year VAT na Namsa buying a tomo into no mopen no moyeno and a trim nano and Ivan Chi Edina adventure to Jana Samo can say. I did be a course in the Niaji pop na one of the Ususu said a breakthrough policy pan a President John Romani Mahama Ediabano name was running some more money and on Kwamo they say a lad bills and other bills be a ministers me MP for Etiano Yade Abantiamu Omo modern say Sanya Menina or no a few honum Nani Pakram power no a yellow deck crown po Munti Ama Yay Sadi few or no Ivan Chin a yellow depa Afenyo markings and Afi a year will be to say another play and a year MPP for Nibi in Tikran no a year Ivan Chin and Yaji Nebusia we should Jamie analysis any a year and Fatuana Ivan Chin a year comparing a year a mind or minded that Epim and I say a minded that Epim former president now Danko Kufuadwa I was now to me say and some more hopa and person coming quite she will be CCA. I was baby I will show me be our how near mania but then the beer that was be ano but what they say when we be doing come yet is someone wants to be aba a friend say a yesika koko and a good samana but how beer that was be we hear samana we say be afi we a bema o hwe me obema sam wo from obema ye ketwa rabeji bula matali a drebi na obema enye kesi wetimi abo adwuma so ache e wo empem ye de akwankyere bi aba abusuano ye hwehwe wo hyebrim a ye friend say mpelifo akwankyere ana say we betima friend back to sender onipa bi ha onipa bi tata wato bet e wo ho say wo sanity bi obeku bo modern so be fa numbers na egu screen ase na woni mi akasa me hwehwe wo hyebrim wi a na bo modern say me kire wo ne obeye
na menche wati for na menka say governance is about the people. So in any proper governance setup biano is premised on the welfare and the collective gains of majority of the people or more minimum at any point in time. And policies and programs of government, always, as I reflect these daily needs of people, and like from a policy background, you can say the policy bar. First of all, you look at problems our minimum. So you tease these problems out. Now what we've solution. So that solution, so by the time a policy in the Bible, now it is seeking to address the basic challenges now we're finding within. So that is the whole concept of the policy coming up, just to address society problems and then as a form my bit me enhance nipa capacity to do better. In recent times, koto abano na ade ba ko na eye bone of contention because of social media be very open. People are very much concerned about how to do with the way government officials and the government na kasa some silly expenditures and blow monies away. The very people who are supposed to be beneficiaries of a government that has been set up don't benefit. Now the very few people who are able to get to the top of the pinnacle and I said the top of the triangle almost become richer and they become comfortable. But I have told you, so that is not governance. Governance is supposed to have a far-reaching impact positively on people. And this particular fuel allowances, first of all, I'm more President Mahama Abaso for doing this particular thing because it is something that has been on the lips of Ghanaians for so many years. I have sat here on this platform and my counsel say it doesn't make sense. A teacher ni or not chra dia boso maybe or get 3,000 or no. You say on to fuel. Now be or no, a minister or access to huge money as a form of does it make sense? And these two people are working for the same motherland. Does it make sense? So it doesn't make sense. It defies this logic, common sense. And as for over the years, we think that power is being in a privileged position. You enjoy yourself. That is all that political power, the concept has always been about. Until the very moment you are appointed as DC MP, you feel you are better than the rest of the people. Until you must be treated special. Then as a forum, that mindset, and I don't know where it's coming from. But you see, all these things in a colonial mentality, you inherit it. My culture say in the colonial period, we say the governor of Bakruma. I now represented the Queen of England as a for so.
Yeah.
At the time, when somebody is coming from UK to Ghana, it was seen as a risk because that time not civilization you can die anytime. Malaria or there was this tribal conflict over here, say Asante British war, this. So when somebody is walking all the way from UK to Ghana, that is seen as a risk. So Abrafun making sure say you compensate you handsomely. So they will give you big salary. They'll give you allowance, they'll give you a security, they'll give you a garden boy, they'll give you clothes allowance, then as a forum. So these are colonial inheritance because the panoban or be taking risk. Until they will compensate you with all these things. Misgiving because we share the goodies around now. You accept the queens offer and come.
Yeah.
So after independence, and I'm saying, this colonial inheritance, and I yes, I mean, realizing say, young Cassan, and here never quite judge or security or cook. Or wine garden boy. This uncle for in a state in the two or security, your money clothes allowance, your money disallowance, your money disallowance. All this nonsense of allowance, so you see a Pama Brofuna or Moko become baby dear so. But the way we benefit, we invited all these things, and the black man is okay with it. And a young say yes, I see there. So I think that this is a breakthrough policy where President Mahama as about because it doesn't make sense. Say government official because top petrol ordinary person should and over the years, keep on on the issue. Some of these keep on young lady 22 years in a car boot. So at the end of the day, some of these privileges we abuse. So at the end of the day, expenditure from government are huge. But you look at the developmental aspect, there is absolutely nothing to show for. And I mean, you can VAT, you fuel, petrol, the air checker, and so forth. Does it make sense? You understand? But over the years, Emma, your friend saying so for me, I think that this is a great move by president, and I think that he should continue. For me, the fuel allowance alone is not even enough. One thing this per diem people traveling. It's absolute nonsense.
It is absolutely
Debbie, so you are not going there as an ordinary person. You are going there by the virtue of the fact that maybe you are a minister and you are performing your core function. At the end of the month, they pay you for your core function. So traveling out, why must that come with extra? And the funny aspect of it all, they say, so football space in GFA for na for na. Per diem no mutia ma mo no. A such a salary o moje.
Oh yeah.
What I say? Yes. And all these things go away. Obi betime to kwan. Oh, JB from Hako Kumasi kwaye program. Ebi a program obi betime wie one day aba. But when him say we spend more days abenya per diem ntino, the person will stay longer because the more you stay, the more you get your per diem. You understand? So I think say you see a reset here. These are crucial areas we must look at and focus. We say resetting here. Now some of these per diem or necessary per diems and then as a form of this fuel disallowance. Man for we say you know two positions and that privileged position over live as a lord on people. Now it is an opportunity to come and serve the people by making sure core thing is we impact it positively by making sure policies and programs of government will have far-reaching consequences on the people. So see I'm not here. Analyze the economy now, but people are mentioning GDP, but inflation, and so I can just say upon all these metrics, they assess whether the economy is doing well or not. The fundamental thing I give you micro analysis of an individual has to do with the Human Development Index, because I don't know, talk about your overall health. It talks about your friends' education. It talks about your social and your friends' economic well-being. Young far individuals who are out in terms of some of these things. Now you who say how and a Ghana for your near my SCT. So for me, I think that these are some of the things that you have really a mind to. na ya ma governance no enya positive impact on people na ya make sure say some of these minor things over the years ye bu ye ni egu so na ya power na say ye de enhance ye ho ye de empower ye ho ye de nyasika na asefo no enyim free ho. So I think that government deserve a lot of commendation for doing this, and for me there are other areas he must also look at, because Ghana for the year Penny said the burden will be lessened. Yet here few years ago, the president did a press conference telling Ghanaians, former president Akufo-Addo, say, "Yen tighten your bet, na your face because a mine no higher than."
We are not in normal times.
At the time, no president bet trust and nation na who could new campus about bet, because at the Jubilee House you saw the amount of money that they were wasting there at the time. You understand? People were telling him, "So if you want us to, yen tighten your belt, one so no." Size of government na ye huge and fast will be a mass, so no, let's try to resize it. But that particular wise council no hit it on the snag. Nobody listened to anybody. So for me, I think that this is a good move and it's in line with the concerns of Ghana for Rezi. It means that President Mahama Kwatana and China was signed by bibi, and he's listening, working on the dictate and the demands of the people. Because these are some of the things that na Ghana for here means or more buying by ya more and na ya da sorry na say aban ento fuel ma obia should buy on one kasa the way. I think that the same thing should also be extended to individuals when it comes to electricity na as for na obia na you make sure say yen nyina that the same line so or salary allowance or everything abenya no and be determine the cost of living eba sa na ebe ma obia your friend saying a clear picture of the real state of the economy. And to say you can't have the economy no more idea. And yes, I will fuel free into Obia will appreciate say indeed or mine more idea. Say mine koya Obia will appreciate, because these are people sitting at the policy table. So if they feel the heat, that's Obia over another day, you know, that will factor into, and DSTV in as a form over the years, the amount of money you blow in all these things, does it even make sense? You understand? Do you know DSTV? Does it even make sense?
Jubilee House, Flagstaff House in Chile. Afibia no mudi ne cost Ghana 1 million Ghana cedis. En Chine keke. Maybe a president did now in Chile and me for kakra so. At Afibia the budget 1 million Ghana cedis and the ton Chile.
No, sir, when the system is weak, everybody will exploit it to their advantage.
Asama mo can share NPP and Guasie 2024. Some of these issues because time I work crisis yes regional tour and then presidency expenditure na reported by yes spend fuel 51 million Ghana cedis, car ties, batteries 15 million Ghana cedis. Some of these issues and some of these stories no out Ghana full. So
it doesn't we na men coalition so
yeah, so say na Mexicano, these are things that Ghana for share and JB governance are projected to a level and every single Ghanaian out there no enim dia koso me say so wo makola na kwehia ma me otontoma na won na ka politics enim dia owo no e bia kra ya TV see ni sa enim dia no people have grown to appreciate politics to the sense say ade bia obeye bia no they can read meaning into. So when you are government, I don't think that we are still in 1990 where you think the people are gullible folk, they don't understand anything. I'm telling you that Ghanaians are well enlightened, they understand policy deep in and out. They understand. So I think that some of these things meeting the immediate needs of the people like the president has done. No? For me, I think that it's positive. Ghanaians should commend the president for doing this and also ask him to do more, because I can't just say until per diem, yes, crappy flu, and I will not be happy because I don't understand why it's why we appointed the person to go and do now you see extra cash money. Doesn't make sense, you understand? And there's some of other things that we need to look at. For instance, as a president to quiet this say yes where will be in money turn and name. Does it make sense?